You see, it's made out of teak wood.
It's beautifully carved
Completely
as well,
hollow
isn't it?
inside.
Yes.
And this part is a gourd. This, very fragile. You see, I don't believe in putting it in a box. I travel with it in a just ordinary case, and I buy a ticket for it. It travels always next to me.
Ah, yes, with its own seatbelt on the plane.
Yes, of course, without seat.
Yes.
And you see, these are all very delicate, beautiful work. It's done by a person called Nodu Malik. He only makes it for me. It's a special. It's like a Stradivarius.
So you didn't play something like this when you were a young man. It was a simpler
Much
one
simpler.
then.
That was.
Yes.
You see another piece of gold here with an opening. You see, this is more or less like a sound box. It has 6 main strings for playing, out of which 4 are for melody. And 2 are for rhythm and drone. And underneath these strings, there are all these strings which are tuned by these little pegs.
How many?
13.
And which hand? Do you play them with your left hand? The strings underneath, do you play those at all, or are they just vibrating as you play the
Yeah, they are
top
known
string?
as sympathetic resonating strings. They vibrate, you see. So that gives a special, and you get overtones also like this, for instance. And what is very important, I have to use little oil to lubricate. You have to put this little ring-like thing,
A plectrum in a way, yes.
Here on this finger. And what is very interesting on sitar is that you can play on the frets and get the same notes sometimes by not playing on the frets but pulling them sidewise, as they say, bending the string. And that's what gives a very special effect of the bowed instrument or a vocal effect, like this, for instance.
It's a remarkable instrument, isn't it? But when you were a young man learning how to play for the first time, where do you start first with this?
Well, that's the whole thing, Ours is an oral tradition. It's not a written down music as in the West. But the beginning can be compared same as the Western classical, because we have to do a lot of scale practices, just the technique of it, like etc. And these are simple things, a lot of exercises and things like that. Each note is has a name, like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. We call it sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. So solfege system, sa, re, ga, re, za, re, ga, ma, ga, re, za, re, ga, re, za, re, za, ga, re, ga, sa, re, za, ma, ga, ma, re, ga, re, pa, ma, pa, ga, ma, ga, dha, ba, dha, ga, ma, pa, ma, ga, re, sa, ni, za, ni, da, pa. So this is how the Guru teaches us.
By the voice, not
voice,
by written music.
Also
ever.
by demonstrating. But later on, it's no more. It is just vocalizing, and we have a language also. Like the drums have a language. The tabla, the accompanist. They have a language for each sound. Same way we also have for each stroke. Like this is da, this is ra. So when we are, we know exactly what the sounds are. The Guru teaches us like da 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 dri 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 da 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 dri 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 da da da.
once you've got the technique, you then have to learn how many ragas are there?
Then comes the most difficult part, because you really learn fixed composition in the Western sense, like guts, what we call for the instrument, and songs, just songs in the language Hindi. And these become your teacher later on, because each raga you learn a lot of different songs and guts. But then, after many years, what is ultimate aim is to improvise. And this becomes just the vehicle for improvising. You take up a gut, which might be a very short gut of maybe 2 bars, or it could be a little longer gut of 16 bars. But that's all. But even that gut, we don't play exactly the same way. Each time it's different. And what we do complete is anything from 50 to 80, 90% improvised.